I want to know how many pigs there were and what the statistical probability is of that wolf getting those pigs.
Heard Deirdre speak a couple of times, and it's phenomenal. Every time I learn something new, each time I come out and listen to one of her events, and she's phenomenal.
It does not take confidence to be successful. Excuses will suck the life out of your business and out of your life.
All right, what I really liked about Deirdre as a speaker today was that she always makes you think about your own practice. It's not just general, it's very targeted.
Storytelling is one of the most effective ways to sell a product, a service, or an idea. When you engage someone emotionally, they are much more likely to do business with you. And in business, particularly, it's very important that you plan your story in advance and that you have a structure so that your story is concise and relevant to the listener.
This is the first time that I met with Deirdre and hearing her speak to an audience, and her information is phenomenal. She really has a great job in connecting with an audience. I hear a lot of speakers, sometimes they don't have a good, strong connection with their audience, but she does a great job in doing that, and she's really genuine. And when you hear her, those things that she's trying to teach people, they're actionable steps that they can take in their business.
You never need motivation to get stuff done. Never. If you wait for motivation, you will be waiting an extremely long time. It is not your client's job to mind your business. That's your job. So if you just make one shift and ask yourself the question, whose job is this? That can make a tremendous difference in your business.
But I've been wanting to hear her speak for so long that this was an amazing opportunity. And I was absolutely floored by what I learned and what I'm actually going to be able to implement in my business.
You're going to learn the most powerful storytelling formula for sales. And if you use this structure, it's called the then, now, and how formula, you will not be the person who's boring people with a list of statistics. You'll be the person that connects with people at an emotional level, and you'll be the person who gets people to buy into your mission. I would first say this. I would say, Woosh, what you're struggling with reminds me of my client named Bob. I first met, not this Bob, a different Bob. A different Bob. I first met Bob in November of 2010 when I was in Omaha, Nebraska, doing a training for a group of 40 financial advisors. So I called him and I said, Bob, this is great news. Congratulations. Tell me, if you had to boil it down to one thing, how did you go from where you were in November to where you are now 2.5 months later in February? And I'll never forget what he told me. Do you want to know? You curious to what he told me? Okay, good, I'll tell you.
She brings a lot of honesty from herself about kind of the different things she's gone through to get to where she's at, and more importantly, just as important, is she makes you as an audience member be honest with yourself. Somehow when she's giving a presentation, it feels like she's talking directly to you, and it feels like she's kind of exposing all of the self-talk and excuses and layers of things that you may put over your own truth. So she forces you to be honest with yourself.
The other thing is, and I love this, I'll work with people and they'll say, you know what, my prospect is so different than me. I don't know if that person's gonna wanna work with me. As long as the characters in your story are similar to your prospect is gonna feel like they're similar to you. So if you want to inspire others to act with you, then I ask you to make a commitment today to learn how to become an effective, compelling, and engaging storyteller. Thank you.